What's up? It's Maxjamm. We're back again with another occupation. I'm in my little my motherfucking my I was trying to think my apartment, yo. Turn this off. Stop. Stop it. Alright, cool. I'm in my little apartment, Joe. I got my briefcase somewhere. I'm supposed to be holding it. I don't know why they told me to take it. Turn that shit off. You don't want that shit to burn down it. Who the fuck? Oh, can't open it. Oh, it's that little mail thing. What is this? Bro, I cannot. Hold to take it. Alright, it's just a floppy disk in there. Take the floppy disk. Put that shit away. Bye. I got a computer right here. Insert. I don't know what to do. Root. Okay. Is it this? Let me sit down. Now I can see a little bit better. Take out floppy disk. Okay. Yeah, I'm just literally just be pressing buttons. I don't know what the fuck to do. Trap door or something? What is this? This game really just don't tell you nothing. Like, you just gotta figure it out yourself. That's the one thing I do like about this game. So something's about to happen.
Harvey, your first meeting is with Carla Berman. Get there an hour early so you have time to look around and gather questions for your meeting. Follow any leads you can for the Miller report. Good luck and don't trust anyone.
Mr. Bond, we meet again. This time you won't defeat me. I'll kill you before you can escape. There's no way I'll get caught while monologuing. Make an awesome movie villain. Quite frankly, Chance,
I'll start the watch.
I'm looking for the nuclear vessels.
How do I compare the... How do I compare the... Oh, jeez.
Hey!
Mr.
Yo, man, come over here.
Is it? We weren't
Yeah.
expecting you for another 20 minutes. Not a problem at all. Welcome to Bowman Carson. My name's Steve Crow. Apologies
good?
for the protesting outside. I hope it wasn't too hard to get through them.
Nah,
If
it was
you
straight.
don't mind, can you place your briefcase down on the conveyor belt there so I can check it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I need to check for it.
Bro, ain't nothing in there. Dog, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, dog. Give me my shit back. Hey, yo.
Sorry.
Hey. Oh, hold on. What you doing, dog? Yo. Give me my shit back. Use the key card. Hey, you ain't got no damn key card. You can't fucking do that shit. Just saying. Give me my shit back. You're good to go, though.
Right. This all seems to be in order. Here's your ID badge.
It's yellow.
If you could just follow me to the security desk.
Alright.
Great.
Ah, Mr. Miller. We didn't expect you so early. Let me just print your agenda. Give me a second. Your first is... speak of the devil. Carla, this is Mr. Miller from the Turing Post. You have a meeting today, I believe.
Yes, of course. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Miller. Is it that time already?
No. Mr. Miller is just fashionably early.
Good. For a moment I thought I was running behind. I'll be ready in my office for our meeting as scheduled. I have to run, I'm afraid, but we'll speak soon. Thank you, Dan.
Righty-o, Carla. Right, here's your agenda.
Great. Why don't you read that over and put it in your briefcase for safekeeping?
I suppose that's everything from me. If you need anything further, you know where I am.
Alright, I will.
Email about your password or something?
Oh, not this again.
What's going on?
Oh, it's stupid.
Really? I don't know what it's about. Just that it's a security risk or something?
Only if you're flipping psychic. Honestly, it's getting to be a joke.
Why? What's going on?
Basically, my password is written on one of the items on my desk. Nobody would know that, though. Even we just stopped talking about it.
Oh, I see. What's the password?
I'm not telling you, dummy.
Hey!
Anyway, what are you up to tonight? Are you coming to the pub with us?
Yeah, maybe. I can't really afford it till payday, so...
Oh, come on. I'll sort you out.
Sort me out.
I saw I gotta go to Carla's computer.
No, like, buy you a
Computer
pint.
password is taken
You're gonna need to pick up the lingo if you
from
understand
an
it.
objective on her
Yeah,
desk.
right. Okay.
Carla's...
I might see you there.
I don't know where
No
the
worries.
fuck. Let me see. Let's just play that
Everything dated the 10th of the 4th, 1987.
the day of the attack has been boxed and archived and still needs reviewing. The phone records were particularly interesting to me. I've looked through about 20% of all the files I've collated as of yet, and I'm not sure exactly how much more I'm going to find. I'm certain I'm onto something big, but I fear it's going to take me a lot longer than I have to find what I need.
Nope.
Hang on a minute, am I seeing things?
Oh shit. Am I not supposed to be going this way? Wait a minute, am I seeing things? No, you're not. I'm a fucking ghost, dog. I'm a motherfucking ghost, B. I'm in this shit now.
Please enter PIN. Code denied.
Oh shit. Fuck! Fuck!
Mr. Miller, you really shouldn't be in here. Mr. Miller, you really shouldn't be in here. Hands off in the middle of speak.
I'ma hide it here next time. Every time I come to my little junk. I gotta like hide and do that shit. I'm fucking paranoid as hell. Find and print emails. Okay, I know computers are new to you, but for the sake of security, please change your password from a book that's placed on your desk, right next to your computer. This one. GEO. That. Are you serious? Two, 2, 6, 7. Oh, go back.
Disks detected.
It'll be like that, ain't it? It's like all the way down and shit. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Find and print Alex's email to Carla. She may still have it saved somewhere. Find and print her. Okay. What did I do last time? I gotta find. I just literally walked out. Oh, what's good?
Mr. Miller, your meeting is in 10 minutes. Don't be late.
Fuck, there's a whole door right there. Oh shit. I fucking sit here for 10 minutes. Yo, I'm messing up, bro. I really am.
Why the hell is that alarm going off?
No reason, dog. Yo, I wish I saw him put in the code. Fuck.
Listen, Mr. Miller, I know this probably has nothing to do with you, but there was an alarm that went off earlier on, so if you could just make sure to stay in the allocated areas,
Mr. Miller,
that would be
quick reminder. You have a meeting
I
in
am.
5 minutes.
I'm just looking over here, dog. Move out the way.
Oh, hey,
Thank you.
Not sure if you found Carla's room yet, but don't forget your meeting later on. Feel free to explore in the meantime.
Not really. I don't know where that bitch is at. Check that fucking thing. Where is it? Token thing is here. Place that token in there. Choose the file you want to print. There's no file in here. Turn my token. I gotta get the file. Where's the file at? Did I fuck it up again?
So I gather you've got some questions you'd like to ask me.
Oh, I'm supposed to be in her
I'll
office.
do my best to answer them.
Yo, I'm not listening. I'm not at all.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, sure.
He thinks I'm lying. That's not really news, Mr. Miller. I think anyone in the country could have told you what Alex thinks about what we do here. He has a twisted view of things. Out of curiosity, what is it he thinks is so bad about the act? Well, this is getting far-fetched. And I suppose I'm the one lying to the country. Don't answer that. I'm sorry, but I have to deal with this kind of accusation day in and day out. I guess it's an occupational necessity. No, and I don't suppose you will. The Union Act is a force for good, Mr. Miller, a force for peace and also ownership of our country. Is it going to please everybody? No, but in all honesty, what could? The protesters out there are chasing an impossible dream and they're lining up in droves to blame everyone else for its shortcomings. But let me ask you this. You've been here all morning. Do you think we're the bad guys? Exactly. And I can't think of anything that would. Listening to Alex talk must have been convincing, I'm sure, but when you're confronted with the overwhelming evidence here at the facility, well, I'm just glad you get to see things firsthand. Look, when you're dealing with a group, you have to represent them as a whole. There may be some shining examples of success out there, but it would be a lie for us to misrepresent all the ones causing the bigger problems. I shouldn't have asked you. It was unfair. You clearly don't understand the inner workings of what we do here. And that's admirable. I understand you have a job to do. Just make sure it doesn't interfere with ours, and I'm sure you'll do just fine. Is that what he said? That his keycard was stolen? Well, I don't think there's any way I could confirm or deny that for you, Mr. Miller. I'm not even sure what that would have to do with me. I don't believe it was stolen, so it would be futile for me to try and answer that. We were all responsible for our own key cards and security logins. Actual keys aren't used in this part of the building. It's all very cutting edge, so anything like that would have been solely down to Alex. That just seems like conjecture to me, Mr. Miller. It sounds far too convenient to say that he logged it as stolen on the day that it happened. If that's true, then where did he log it? At what time? Wouldn't security know about that? I'm sorry, but it's all a little too convenient for me. I wish I could do more. I really do, but unless you have a point, then I can't help you with that. I really don't understand that man's mind. He's hell-bent on dragging this company's name through the mud. Out of curiosity, what was his evidence? And I suppose I hid that from the police, did I? Well, like you said, there's no evidence at all. Thank you for your honesty, at least. Did I? A few things around here probably still use keys. It's outdated if you ask me. You won't find anything in the facility that uses them, though. Our security protocol won't allow them. But I think the older areas still have the old-fashioned key and lock. No. Marlon Thornton, the cleaner, he's the only person who uses them for stock rooms and locker rooms, you know. Oh, that reminds me. If you're over at the Meta Centre later, you should take a look at the old Victorian baths. They're going to be knocked down soon, so you should take a look there before you go. No? They're just quite nice. I tell you what, I'll ask Marlon to open them up for you later on. If he's got time, then they'll be open for you when you go and have your meeting with Chance Crow. Anyway, a vendetta against him? Well, that was blunt, but honestly, I'm not surprised. I wondered if you'd bring this up. It's rather troubling, but Alex and I never seemed to get on. And on the night of the attack, he threatened me. I didn't want to make this publicly personal, but looks like he has anyway.
So basically, for this game, I really got to do some detective work and really not be fucking around like I did. Cause
Yes, he
honestly, I could have
left
more
me a voice
information,
message.
but I
He
just
was
didn't know what I was
he was
doing.
very
But
angry about
we're
something,
learning.
and
We're definitely
he
learning.
took it out
So
on me that night. I have no doubts in my mind that that man is guilty of everything they say he did, and I'm frankly amazed that anyone would stand up for him. No offence. I don't find anything about this to be fair, Mr. Miller. I'm sorry, I know it's just an expression, but I take being victimised very seriously. The damage that Alex Dubois did to this company still lives on today. I hope that at least some of this is useful for your book. I really do. He says he wasn't in the building. Well, I don't know how he'd be able to back up that claim. The police found him not too far away from here, that's true, but it was within walking distance. He could have easily got where he did in time. And there's a whole bunch of other evidence. I'm sorry, I just don't see how he thinks that's going to hold any weight. Like who? No, I don't think so. I think it's quite cut and dry. I can't imagine someone else over in the Meta Centre doing it. They like to sound like they know what they're doing, but most of them are incompetent. I know for a fact that some of them use their room number for their alarm code, for God's sake. Does that sound convincing to you? Alex was the only one who really knew what he was doing, and anyway, it's like I said, there was more evidence, wasn't there? Well, for example, the argument we had the night of the attack. Alex and I were having a heated discussion that night. I know that's somewhat anecdotal, but to me it's as good as gold in terms of evidence. Wouldn't you agree? Well, that's that then. If Alex was telling the truth, then wouldn't it be obvious? You see, that's the problem, isn't it? I understand that we need to take everyone's story into account, but there's an inherent risk with listening to the story of a desperate man. He'll say anything to try and escape justice, and people like you are duty-bound to listen to him. I don't know what I'd do if I spoke to him again. I don't think I'd be able to keep my cool. It must be an awkward position you're in, having to research such a terrible person. But you must have an opinion on the matter. His actions sparked the debate over the Union Act, defined our jobs. You may not be picking sides, but you must have an opinion. Well, you're in a privileged position being able to disconnect yourself from it all. I wish all the employees here were so lucky. Let's carry on, shall we? Excuse me, what? I didn't say anything about an alarm code. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I must have misspoken. Everyone in the Meta Centre is very careful with their security. I wouldn't... well, let's not dwell on that. No, it was another office. Can we please move on to a different subject, Mr. Miller? Don't you have something about my work that you'd like to ask at all? Okay, Mr. Miller, that's all I've got time for, I'm afraid. Can you please see yourself out?
Alright, so basically, I need to do better. I need to do a lot better on my detective work. And I didn't know I had a meeting in her office, so.
I am home.
So I'm guessing like this is back in the day before he passed, or after he, something like that. It's just, cause I think that's his wife right there.
Molly, you'd better be in bed when I get
Cause
up
that's
there.
Scarlet right there.
Coop, will you talk some sense into your husband, please?
Well, I'm staying out of this one.
Right. On that note, I'll see myself out.
You and Carol still here for Sunday dinner?
So I think her husband is Alex, right? All I know is I'm fucking up in this game. I can tell you that I'm fucking up, and I'm sorry. This is just the way I play.
That photo was taken the day before it all happened. How fragile a life can be.
I do know.
It can all shatter in an instant.
I already know that password.
The server room that held all the information. Destroyed.
Sheesh. You don't want to go down there. So that's fucking dead. Just go over this or under this? With these. Bro, put this shit back on, dog.
Dust was caked to every surface. It was hard to see anything. There were no obvious paths to take me to where Michael had been found. What was Michael even doing in there? He shouldn't have been. He should have come home from work. Put Molly to sleep, and we should have been eating a curry on the sofa with a glass of wine, for God's sake.
She need to be careful. Watch your feet. Watch them toes. Fucking open the door. Slide over there. I can jump up there.
I couldn't understand it at the time. How would it come to this?
In this place, you don't need to be in this, baby girl.
We were talking about the future. It seems so stupid now, doesn't it?
Not really.
There's no way I could have known.
So where am I supposed to go? Back down there? I guess. Right? Maybe this way, this way, this way.
This
Through
would
here.
hopefully help me find my way a little better.
Open that bitch.
Some of the security was still engaged. They were trapped. Lives lost. James, he was round for dinner with Amy just 2 days before all this happened. Jake and Andrew in the basement.
Right. Just
Cry
step
out for
over
help
this
as
one.
Michael would pretend to be a tiger stalking them in the long grass. Entire floors torn into one another. Alone.
You know you're still gonna do it.
The room they said Michael was found in.
Fucking. You got your key card on the desk, yeah?
What caused this?
Yeah, you probably did.
No magnetic data found.
Lives ruined. Torn. They woke up that morning, went to work and never returned. Michael's towel's still sat on the floor where he left it. Can't bear to pick it up. He should be the one doing it.
Magnetic data found.
I always told him to clean up after himself. He never listened. Doors were blown out. I pushed and clawed my way through. I had to see it. I had to see where. I climbed. A nail, it tore my jumper. Couldn't believe it. My husband was found in the room next door, and for a split second, I actually paused to care about a torn jumper. No exit. And they said all the metal was burning hot.
Does this even still work?
That's the not knowing, isn't it? That's what really haunts you. The silhouette server. Somehow it had survived the blast. The irony of it wasn't lost on me. It was just out of reach. That was Michael's lunchbox. What was it doing there?
I don't know, none of the codes. For shit. Is it SPUFF7? That's such fucking numbers, bro. It's something else. Am I supposed to do something? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's 5, 9, 5, 9. I'm about to leave. I'm not coming back over here for a while. Leaving. There's another one here that has something in there.
The disc was lodged in the pneumatic system. I thought about Michael in his last moments, struggling to get to it. He knew that
Let's
was
turn
the
these
key to
bitches
prevent
on.
the overheating. He had no hope of reaching the fuse box.
too. That's what I said. No, what was the other one? This one is 111. Let me put it over there. I guess this is like them teaching you how to use this in a way. Open this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm supposed to use that floppy disk for that thing. Yo, I'm tripping already. Put this in there. Put it in there. Put it in there. Yes, sirree. Booting up. Is it SPUFF7?
Pulling the cartridge out took me back to that night. Deep thud.
Oh shit, gotta go. Gotta bounce.
Loss of power. Loss of...
I mean, why? Turn that bitch off. But turn that bitch off. It won't let me. Oh, it's already open. Oh, more clamps. More clamps I'm fucking up on.
Burying Michael twice was almost too much to bear.
How is she burying him twice? Is it because of the floppy disk in a way? Nah. Alright, after all this, I'm gonna end the gameplay right here. I feel like there's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I mean, this is gonna be a long gameplay. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm sorry that it's so long. But yo, this game is actually really good. For me, for the next one, I need to just pay attention more and just take my time, because I like rush through things. I need to start paying attention just a little bit more. But guys, I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out. Alright, peace.